Hello, thank you for joining me for my quick flip through of this junk journal I made. It's just chock full of stuff. Every page is very different. I have lots of ephemera, and it all started with this beautiful cover. I just loved the colors so much I knew I had to use it and make a journal out of it. I made this clasp putting neodymium magnets in here so that it would hopefully close rather tightly and securely, and just finished it off here in the back to give it a nice finished look, ready to have the title. Let's go on to the first page. Here's the opening page, and I just absolutely loved this marbled paper. Just gorgeous. And everyone needs a little Stonehenge in their lives, so those are nice for journaling. Here is 7 barks. Who doesn't like seeing 7 dogs? I try to make all my spreads work. When you turn them over, they sort of all work together, but they may not have anything to do with the previous one. I like that though. I like to have little surprises. Here's a Grandview baggage check. First class White Star Line of the Titanic. This is the ticket. And a 1925 reproduction of the Gartland, of a nice little note someone sent from the Gartland in San Francisco. Here's a paper bag that I decoupaged. Let's see, what do we have in here? Gothic poem. It has plenty of journaling on the back. In here, just a nice botanical and seascape, sea creatures. Oops. There you go. What do we have here? Awful changes. Man was found in a fossil state. So Professor Ichthyosaurus, that the skull before us belonged to some of the lower order of animals. The teeth are very insignificant, the power of the jaws trifling, and altogether it seems wonderful how the creature could have procured food. He's talking about us, of course. And here that is, that same Ichthyosaurus in a postcard form and in color, and there they are, pondering over man and how he could possibly have existed. And those all tuck nicely in this January 1911 calendar. Kind of call this my British page. Let me take these out. Let's see. I like the teacup. And we have some lace. Of course, they have to draw their lace pattern first. Just a little lace advertisement. This is on the Queen's birthday in 1859. You can get 1 loaf if you present this. I suggest you do that. And just some nice writing paper. Tucked in this little faux leather tuck here. Just push back the teacup to hold it in place. Here are just some pretty images on top of a map of New York City. I think this may be around Queens area. But I just like these images. They're so pretty, vibrant. Happy New Year. You can say whatever you like. Another Queen Victoria. I always loved telegrams. I think they're so beautiful. God Save the Queen. 1837, Diamond Jubilee to 1897. I like this little tuck pocket here. Just a little envelope from the Crawford House and a little coin envelope to fit in there. From the Art Nouveau journaling page. I do love this spread. Here's a little envelope, and inside, just a little chocolate advertisement. Little tuck here. And on the back of the envelope, we have another one, a little surprise tuck there. And just some ephemera. And it tucks right back in here like that. A nice little picture. This is what I call the Russian page, because I just absolutely love this. I saw this and I knew I had to reproduce it. A little souvenir of the Tsar and the Tsarina. Little souvenir, St. Petersburg. Ooh, ticket. The royal family. And we have a Russian somewhere in probably the southern Russian provinces. Another from the travels of Russia. And on this side, I made a little souvenir coin, Russian coin. And a sweet little family. I turned into a postcard with a real stamp. And this interesting print. On this side, we take a very different turn. We're going into the 20s. Very spring-like. Nature and art. And when you do see your barber, make sure you bring this along so he knows just how to get your hair cut. This side opens up. Little tuck spot there. I made a little 20s tag here. On this page we have a dear little teapot holding in a few images. And I just wanted you to look at that background because I love the way all these colors work together. This is a little Chinese tea card and a chocolate receipt. It tucks nicely in there. Here's the other side of the bag, the paper bag, and I decoupage with this napkin that some of you may be familiar with. I just love the camel. And inside is an image that I just found very intriguing. There was numerous of these. This inmate obviously didn't have any other stationery paper to draw on, and so they used the records. And I just thought that was so dear. This is St. Luke's Hospital in New York, so I just thought those, even though this is Nevada, they just work well together. Here's the other side, little folks cover. It's a little botanical page. I think this is Tracy Fox, I'm pretty sure. She has the best labels like this. Botanical. Here's a florist receipt. And everyone must know their petal anatomy. And if you do find yourself in Clarendon, London in 1906, here is, we'll admit you and your family to the Great Botanical Exhibition. This piece here does unclip here, and then it just completely folds over. And we go on to our blue page here. And this image photograph I just love because I probably had taken at the time. You rarely see action shots of photography at this time because you had to remain still. So to see this, and it's just sort of a haunting image with her in her dark coat and her crop and her dark horse. I just love that. And here's the back. Oh, nice label to use. Here is the Louvre in Paris. Not the Louvre, but a Louvre. And because I love anything hotel, vintage hotel, I just like the way the colors worked with all that. Tying in this early Art Nouveau piece, reproduction, of course. And the Romance of Perfume. This pretty paper, all held in by this perfume label. On this page, I have this nice little envelope that holds this peacock tag. I love that. Has a nice feel to it. This is a bag from Vietnam, so it has that nice cotton paper, and I just stuck an envelope there with a little mushroom card inside. It does open up to full bag if you so wish. But on the other side, let's see, make sure I can get this in so you can see without any reflection. Yeah, like that. But this opens to reveal this lovely lady from the graphics fair, I believe. I remember that one because that really stands out. And then that flips up, and we have the square tail. And a lovely Joan of Arc. Two little tuck places. On this side, let's see. I just love these. I think this is Tracy Fox too, but oh gosh, I'm saying the wrong one. It'd be terrible. Beautiful lady. Turned into a postcard. And here's a lovely, oh, here, I'll just show you the background of that. Lovely map of Paris. We're coming to the center of the book. Gotta have some peacocks, of course. There we go. These are some just little journal cards. Reproductions from a 1920 stationery. And here's the center. I love Carl Larson. Here's a reproduction I made of a telegram from England. These are so much fun to make. Congratulations on your 21st. Love, Mother. And then this nice card here. I call this the desk page because it looks like one of those stationary writing pads. So here we have, let's see, it's a pretty little envelope. Oops, there we go. Pretty little envelope. Royal family inside. Tiny royal family. So you can tuck here and here. Just a receipt here. Hotel. This card. On this page, let's see, we have a tuck up here, and you can tuck down here too. I love anything Elizabethan. In fact, I'm just going to have to do a whole Henry VIII, Queen Elizabeth book. He doesn't love sheep. I like this little way I tucked this in. I like doing this because it allows you to see what's behind it while it's still securely in place. This is just a 1920s needlepoint reproduction. And I just like the colors. I could go in there even. I don't know if I show you up close. Oh, I didn't show you the back of this. It's cool. It's German advertisement. I don't know what for, but. Now on this page, I did that again. I did go to the Tiffany Museum in Winter Park, Florida, and on the wall I took some pictures, and this was from the Tiffany drawing, and then I put one of these little labels on it, but it's from 1902. It says Tiffany Furnace there. And then I was surprised how just taking a picture of it on the wall and reproducing it, making it look old, how well that worked out. Same with this. This is another Tiffany Furnace. 1911. No, that's the one I put on. This is the real one. So I thought that was kind of neat. So yeah, definitely that's something to do. When you're in a museum and you think you see something really cool, ephemera on the wall, take a picture of it. You'd be surprised how well you can reproduce it. Here's a little booklet I made, Hamburg America line, and the Grand Budapest. Now, of course, that's for my dearest Gustav would love, Madame D. Marlene Dietrich? I don't know. And then inside here, just have some images. I have that. And then, of course, you have to have a real Budapest hotel. That's just a little book. That tucks in there. I like using these kind of little tucks because they're unobtrusive but very sophisticated, dainty. Here we have ducks and duck feathers. Here's another part of that other side of that bag. What's in here? Oh, I just ripped it as I'm showing you, but Arm & Hammer birds. There's the other side of that. This is a 1920s. Let's see. Make sure I have it. 1920s paper. And I made a little fold out with a little pocket here. And in that pocket, just a cute little booklet. And that works nicely right in there. Here's the other side of that 1920s page. This is fabric. Fabric for your life. I thought that would work nicely with the colors. This is from Pushpin Studio, and this is the letter that they were writing to, I don't know to whom, but they were talking about how Pushpin Studio in real life was the first American graphic arts studio to have an exhibit at the Museum of Decorative Arts at the Louvre. So this was a letter talking about that, and I think it's pretty cool. Here's another one of the tags I made. That's in the 1920s. And this is Pushpin Studios, one of their famous pieces that I think might even be hanging in the Louvre. That's the background there. Here is the, oh, I don't know what I call this, like the avant-garde page. I do like that there. Let's see. This is just a very striking image. Lots to look at in there. From Florence. Here's a little, I don't know, I had this and I thought it was so cute in here. An old 20s L'Oreal reproduction of their hair coloring, I guess. The Dance, magazine of stage and screen. And there's another little production, 1955. Here we have those little flowers again that hold this in place. I don't know, I just think that's really sweet. And it's the other side of that 18th century woman from the beginning. France. And the other side of that envelope, inside is a cute little kitty. You can write it here, and you can write on the back too. Why is this so hard? On the other side of that, we have a little tuck spot here. And in that, Buckman's dye. And hair renewer. And of course, I can't do a book without having some plaid, even though I'm not Scottish. I love plaid. This was an Edison ad. So here we have dog, Scotland, and for old time's sake, old times. Getting close to the end here. Now for something completely different. Very colorful. Here's the other side of that journal. A modern news at a modern time or something. I made a little band there, and of this little book here. Fit right in there. These are just little tuck spots. Princess of the Orient. This tuck spot goes all the way through. Put anything you want in there. And there's the other side of that map of New York. On this page, we have, let's see, I do like that. Sportsman Exposition. Come to the Agricultural Hall. The Coming Woman, the Bostonian. Here's a nice image of Tour of the Eiffel Tower on the weekend in France, 1924. And here's that little tuck spot again, that little flower. Okay, very close. Grand Hotel. Bullfighting. I guess I had 2 bags in here. Huh. Well, here's the other side of that bag. And inside we have fall and winter models, chanting French, and just some paper to write on. There's the other side of that. I love this. I think this is from the Bohemian Crafter. I love the British Identity, National Registration Identity card. Just a picture. And just a nice pink receipt. And the very end here, pretty card. This is the floor director, so these are different dances, I guess. And just flowers of the field. And here I just made an old envelope, old paper. It's quite falling apart, and just put some little bit of ephemera in here. Some fun stuff. And that all goes right there. And then that just all folds up. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Bye.